Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Chris, and today I am bringing you guys my LeBron James build in NBA 2K23. Now, as you guys could tell from earlier, I did upload my guard build, so if you guys haven't seen that and you're wondering what guard build I'm going to be using on day one, go ahead and check that out. It is my recent video, obviously besides this one, but now I want to show you guys this LeBron build that I found. Obviously, the builder. So as you guys can tell, it is 6'8", 220 pounds, 6'11" wingspan. And right now, as you're looking at the attributes, you're probably wondering to yourself, you know, this looks like a pretty good LeBron build. And yes, you are correct. But as I scroll through, there's going to be different variations. So this one right now is a bit more shooting. You know, the ball handle isn't really maxed out. And what you guys are going to be able to tell is once I max that ball handle out, a certain badge will unlock. So let's just get into this. So right now, obviously, I'm kind of tweaking a few things. And as we get into, I believe, about right over here, I do take the three-pointer down and I end up putting it on a ball handle. And if you guys can tell, 89 ball handle unlocks you Hall of Fame quick first step in NBA 2K23, which is absolutely crazy. Also, one thing that I did not mention in this game is that the longer your wingspan is, like, your wingspan does not affect your ball handle rating in this game, which to me is absolutely wild. And the fact that a 6'8" player has 89 ball handle is crazy. So an 83 pointer, 80 mid-range, 89 ball handle. The defense is really good. Obviously, I wanted to get the block high because it is LeBron James after all. So as you guys can tell, this build looks absolutely crazy. You get the 93 driving dunk. Obviously, you get your posterizer and all of that. But I do believe I end up making a separate version of this build, and I'm going to show you guys. But right now, unfortunately, I did not actually show the badges on this build. But as you guys can see, I went with advanced gathers and ankle breaking shots. The ankle breaking shots was kind of just a, just a placeholder. But the badge count stands right now as 12, 20, 24, and 18. All right, so right here in this version of the build, I was kind of just looking forward to unlocking that badge right there, Bully. And obviously, I know what you guys were saying. LeBron James does have, he is a very strong dude. So I figured, as I was talking to Joe Knows, because at that point, Joe and I kind of sat next to each other. I was kind of talking to Joe Knows, and I'm like, listen, what else can I improve? And he said, you're probably going to need to get that strength up. And I'm like, you know what? You are correct. So I try to get that strength up to an 82, which will give me silver Bully. And as you guys can tell, this is kind of the defensive badges that you are able to unlock. I mean, this build looks crazy as it is. It looks like you could honestly, you could even probably run the 3 with this build. I mean, 78 interior defense. You got the 77 block, the 85 defensive rebound. You're going to be grabbing boards like no other. Obviously, the finishing is crazy. The shooting is really, really good. The playmaking also is really good. This build does have a little bit less pass accuracy, which sucks. But the vertical is a 93. Stamina is a 95. Strength is an 82. 77 acceleration. 83 speed. Now for a 6'8" build, that's 220 and 6'11" wingspan. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks pretty crazy. Now, the only thing I will say about this build, if you guys want to make this build, the only thing you're going to have to sacrifice is probably some of your defense. Now, hear me out. So, the way that the badge system works in NBA 2K23 is basically you need enough badge points to be able to unlock Bully and have, be able to put, the 10 badges. So, for example, I think in order to have silver Bully, you need at least 17 finishing badges to be able to use it. So, I'm giving you guys kind of a warning. If you were to make this build right now, you cannot get silver Bully on your build. Even though it says you cannot actually put the 10 finishing badges to be able to put silver Bully on. However, if you get that 17 or 18 finishing badges, you can, put on all of this. Maybe go like Pro Touch, whatever, until you get the 10 badges or, 10 badge points. And then you could put silver Bully on. And that badge, when I was using Michael Jordan and even LeBron in Play Now, crazy badge. So obviously, probably the badges that you're going to want to go with on this build. As it is right now, I think you're going to want to core your posterizer. I'm pretty sure you still can core your posterizer. Other than that, I mean, probably just Giant Slayer, Back down Punisher too, because you do have that 82 strength. Rise Up, and I would say Fearless Finisher. Now, Aerial Wizard, if you guys did not watch my last video, Aerial Wizard essentially is you catching lobs, which in my opinion kind of sounds dumb, especially like if you're going to waste badge points on it. Maybe you could have it on like bronze, but obviously Pro Touch I think is still for layup timing. Acrobat, you could also chuck that on. Postman Technician, you're not going to need. Drop Stepper, you could even use Drop Stepper because like I said, you do have that 82 strength. You don't have Standing Dunk, unfortunately, but you do have that 82 strength, which is going to catapult this build. Compared to the other one, I feel like you probably do want to make this build. I mean, all you're really dropping, I think, is the mid-range to about a 75 instead of, you know, the 80 that was on the other one. And you're dropping your pass accuracy by, I believe, 6 points. And you're gaining a bunch of interior, and you're gaining 82 strength. Now, I will say, like I said before, that if you need to get that bully, have like 17 or 18 finishing badges. I mean, you guys, once you get your hands on the game, you can see exactly what the attribute is needed. But at face value, as you guys can tell right now, this is the build. I mean, honestly, this is also going to be a build that I make on day one. It looks absolutely wild. I don't even know, like, I don't know how this is even possible. Like, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but this looks like probably the best version of LeBron James that you have ever been able to build. I mean, the shooting is there. The ball handling obviously is there. The defense is there. Obviously, you know, LeBron doesn't really play defense nowadays. But back then, LeBron was, you know, he was absolutely unbelievable at defense. Obviously, the physicals are there. The driving dunk is a 93, so you're going to get all contact dunks. By the way, in case you guys are wondering why my driving dunk is a 93 and not a 92, so at 92, you obviously get all the contact dunks. But at 93, you do get that gold posterizer, which is very much needed. But like I said, I highly advise you guys, if you make this build right here and you want to get bully, or if you just want to get more finishing, I highly advise you guys to get more finishing badges. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to use bully or probably even like slithery or, you know, any of those badges. But bully, very important. So what I would probably do is maybe lower your 3-ball to about an 85. Maybe lower your steal to a 75. Maybe your perimeter to a 75. And that'll probably give you, you know, close shot upgrades and driving layup. So as it stands right now, like I said, this is the build. It looks absolutely wild. And these are the shooting badges that you can actually get with it. So Amped obviously is like, as I said in my previous video, Amped is pretty much tireless shooter. Claymore looks like a cool badge. Basically, Claymore, I don't know if I show it here, but Claymore essentially is a badge where the longer you stand in the corner or anywhere on the perimeter, like it's a spot up badge. The longer you spot up, the longer you spot up, the better chance, like the higher percentage you have of making the shot. And that, you know, that sounds pretty cool. Like, you know, if you're playing with an ISO god, you just chuck Claymore on and you get the ball late in the shot clock and you'll probably make it. Now, Midi Magician, that sounds like a Michael Jordan badge. I'm not going to lie. They definitely added that because of Michael Jordan. Clutch Shooter, obviously. Comeback Kid. Comeback Kid sounds cool. It's a badge where if you're trailing in the game, you have a higher percentage of making the shot. Sounds cool. Probably not going to use it. Agent 3, I'm definitely going to end up using it. Green Machine, definitely. Guard Up, I feel like is going to be a really good badge. Again, Space Creator, also good. Volume Shooter, I'm not really sure. For me coring a badge, I'll probably end up coring Limitless Range. Obviously, you can't go wrong with having Limitless Range. So that is what I will be using as my core badge. But yes, I try to mess with this right here, maybe lower my strength a little bit. But that is what the build turned out to be, as I showed you guys before. Now, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know this is a lot of information to take in. I know everyone is like uploading their videos and stuff, but just keep in mind that you guys have time. Don't rush your builds this year because you are going to regret it. As you guys can tell, there's a lot of information, but you know, we have a bunch of videos for you guys coming out. There's a lot of people posting builder breakdowns. I will also have a builder breakdown coming out for you guys if you guys want to know that. But before I go, I just wanted to mention what badge I'm probably going to core when it comes to defense. I will probably core maybe Rebound Chaser or maybe Interceptor. We'll see. And you do get brick wall on this build and box out bees. But rebound chaser on silver sounds really, really good. But without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been my LeBron build. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.